Breaking news today, be prepared, Sweden delivers war advice booklet to all 4.8 million households. Sweden has delivered advice on what to do in the event of war to all 4.8 million households in the Scandinavian nation as Stockholm issues a shock new advisory booklet. The Swedish government has begun sending the advisory titled Om krisen eller kriget kommer, if crisis or war comes, to each and every household in the country. The booklet is the first of its kind to go into circulation since the Second World War. The publication comes as the debate on security has intensified in Sweden in the wake of Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. Recent incursions into Swedish airspace and territorial waters by Russian planes and submarines has also contributed to a more intense climate in the country. Sweden recently voted to bring back military conscription, as well as reversing spending cuts of arms and unveiling a joint plan with Denmark to tackle Russian cybercrime and disinformation. And Stockholm has started reversing military spending cuts and last year staged its biggest military exercises in nearly a quarter of a century, as well as voting to reintroduce conscription and unveiling joint plans with Denmark to counter Russian cyber attacks and disinformation. The 20-page booklet explains how citizens can secure basic provisions like food, heat, and water in the event of the outbreak of war. Residents are told what to do in the event of no heating, food becoming difficult to buy, prepare, and store, no water in the taps or toilet, and no cash machines, mobile phones or internet. The booklet also gives a guide to different warning signals and what they mean, as well as further information on where to locate bomb shelters. Citizens are advised how they can contribute to the total defense of Sweden. The stark informational document is illustrated with pictures of sirens, warplanes, and families fleeing from war. And not only does it prepare Swedes for war, but also a selection of other crises, including cyber attacks, terrorism, climate change and how to spot so-called fake news. The pamphlet, written in English, reads, "Although Sweden is safer than many other countries, there are still threats to our security and independence. If you are prepared, you are contributing to improving the ability of the country to cope with a major strain." Elsewhere in the pamphlet, residents are told what to do in the event of a terror attack, with the booklet saying, "Put your mobile on silent and do not call anyone who may be in the danger area. The sound of their phone ringing may reveal the location of someone who is hiding. Do not call anyone with your mobile unless you have to. If the network is overloaded, it may be difficult for vital calls to get through. Comply with requests from the police, the fire and rescue service and the authorities. Do not share unconfirmed information online or in any other way." Dan Ellison of the Swedish Civil Contingencies Agency that created the booklet, said, "Society is vulnerable, so we need to prepare ourselves as individuals. There's also an information deficit in terms of concrete advice, which we aim to provide." Propaganda and informational booklets were issued regularly to the general public until 1961, and then to local and national government officials until 1991. Sweden has not been at war with another country for more than 200 years. But worryingly, the booklet advises that if the country is attacked, it will never give up. It says, all information to the effect that resistance is to cease is false. The advice comes following months of global unrest amid the ongoing Syrian war and fears of a nuclear threat from North Korea. Thanks for watch. Please share, like, comment this video and subscribe channel for latest news.